Hey everybody, this video is a response to Big Secues, or kind of response or reaction to his hard candy cider, which he made a few weeks ago using candy and then added to his cider made a hard candy cider. Pear, I think it was. So today what I'm going to do is hopefully take it a quote step further, and I will be making an apple-jacked hard candy cider. So what I'm going to do is make hard cider, but add the candy, and then in a few weeks when it's done fermenting, then I'll stick it in the freezer and freeze concentrate it. But let me show you what I'm going to do, and hopefully it all works out well. What we're going to be using today is some regular old apple juice, no preservatives, some Lalvin EC 118. I have some watermelon Jolly Ranchers. I've got over here some yeast nutrient. Then we got our 1 gallon glass carboy and a cup of sugar over yonder. So that's pretty much that. So I got my carboy all cleaned up using Starsin, I think I am. It's all foamy. I'm going to add this down here. You probably can't see because my iPhone is on top of a refrigerator, which is pretty ghetto. That's what I got. They say not to fear the foam, but I fear a lot of foam. So I'm going to go empty some of this. Alright, so got the apple juice. I'm going to add my cup of sugar in here. I'm not going to be able to take a hydrometer reading because my hydrometer is right there, and it's holding up my iPhone in a little glass jar, so I can get maybe so you can see it better. So I'm not going to have a hydrometer reading. I know it's not going to really matter too much because typically when I make a hard cider and you add 1 cup of sugar, I could be wrong, but I think I usually come up with about, I think maybe 8, somewhere between 8 and 10%, I'm not sure. And basically with this experiment, I want to see if I can get the delicious watermelon flavor into this, and then when it's concentrated, see how tasty it gets, because even if it only ends up around 16 to 20%, and it's tasty, it's still gonna get the job done. So I'm gonna add some liquid in to get the sugar because my funnel's wet. So get that done. And of course I don't have anything to stir this with, and it's gonna end up looking like it's taking a crap out the bottom of this thing. Obviously I didn't sanitize anything, so we're gonna be pretty innovative, and I'm going to use my airlock as a stir. I'm not sure if this has ever been done, but it probably has. I'm going to stir that sucker around a bit. I'll have to do some serious editing here because nobody wants to watch this. So I got tasty, let's see if you can see this. Gonna add these puppies in, one at a time. The yeast I'm using is, I always call it Lalvin, even though I know it's not Lalvin or however I'm saying it, but 118, it's a champagne yeast, and I think it tops out about 18%, so I don't think this will be 18%. It's a good yeast for Applejack, works quick, eats all the sugar, so I'm hoping this is all going to be dissolved in another week or so. Alright, so we got those in there, we've got the sugar in there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add my yeast, shake it up, aerate it, and then I'm going to add the rest of my juice about there. We'll go from there. Probably only use half a pack because I can use this for something else. That is way more than enough, but it's only 1 gallon. I don't know why, but I keep my yeast nutrient. I don't even know where this camera's facing. Where are you looking at? I keep this in the freezer. I usually just use about 2 tablespoons. It's not like this is a science or anything. But I figure that'll give my yeast enough to eat. And I really hope this works, because I hope to have another follow-up video. So I'm going to shake it up. You can hear them cranking around. What? Hope we can get a little. Probably can't see. I'm not sure what's even going on here. But the yeast is nice and dissolved. Or mixed up in there. I tell you, if you want ghetto, right there's ghetto. That is some serious duct tape right there. I forgot that this carboy is my last glass one I have, and it's the only one that doesn't really fit real well. So I forgot that I had to use duct tape to keep that one sealed, but it works. Down there, you can see how all the yeast are floating around. You can see my Jolly Ranchers to one side. I'll have to maybe move them a little bit. Look at that. The miracle of yeasties. This guy's gonna go in here with where I put all my mead. There we go. I got one thing of mead going right now, but set this guy down here. It's probably, I don't know, 75 degrees. It's summer here in the States. It's pretty hot out, but it's nice and cool and dark in here. So hopefully I'll have a video in about a week or two to show everybody the progress. Oh, thanks for watching. I love brewing stuff.